So today it's our first English interview. The concept this month have been basically about interviewing SuperMoms just to help other moms realize that they're not alone, to get tricks and tips, and just to discover fabulous women that are around me and that I wanted to share that with you. So today we're basically with Julie Cafley, who decided to play the game with us today. Julie is, as far as I'm concerned, one of the most super moms I've ever known. Julie is just a fabulous human being. She is the Vice President of the Public Policy Forum in Canada. She has two sons, one that's 12 years old and the other one that's 14. And she is basically the wife to a wonderful, wonderful man who just happens to have Parkinson's disease. When I met Julie, basically, she is the one that works full-time, has the kids, takes care of the family, lives totally in the present, takes care of all the Santa's Christmas gifts and organizing everything. She almost never says no to anything. She's just all over the place, and she just gets everything done fabulously. And also, she always does that with a smile on her face. So she is a very, very wonderful woman. And so the question I want to ask Julie today is basically, what is your secret?
What is the secret? What is the secret? I think when you said living in the present, I think that's really important, that you benefit from every day, that you live in the present. And I think for us, it sounds kind of strange, but living with Parkinson's, you're forced to live in the present. You're forced to take that trip, to take that risk, to do things today, because you don't know what tomorrow will bring. And so I think in a weird sort of way, the illness has brought that living in the present to our family, because we know that it's important.
Mm-hmm. And what are the challenges that you've had in the years?
What are the challenges? The challenges are, I think, changing your goals of what you expected your life to be, and having to live daily with something that is unpredictable, in a sense, because I always like to move fast and go quickly. It forces you to slow down and to just really appreciate the moments that life gives you, and that is kind of a great thing in our society, because I think we all get caught up going so fast, and so having this horrible disease that slows you down in kind of a good way sometimes is really important. I think as well, for Luke, physical activity every day is super important, and so that's been important for all of us, and we're all very active, and so that as well has been a positive side.
And how are you able to find the time to make it all work?
I never do. I think for me, one of the things is waking up early. That's something where I find that there's time for me, whether it be to exercise or to just have quiet time. But yeah, that's my precious time that I cut out of the schedule for me time. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And if you could give any advice to a mom starting out, with her own kids and with her own reality, what would you?
I think for me, one of the things that's really valuable is a circle of female friends that are really supportive and that support you and that have their own frustrations and live through difficult times, and that you're able to be authentic with them, to communicate openly and to share life's difficult moments, because we all have them, and having that space where you can share them honestly is really important. So yeah, so I think that that's something that really grounds me, I think, are those female friendships.
Mm-hmm. And so if you could go back in time and talk to yourself earlier in your life, what would you tell yourself?
What would I tell myself? I think it would be more the living in the present. I don't think I always did that, and I think that it took something pretty dramatic in my life to allow me to live in the present. And so I think that that's what I would say, is just live those moments. Don't always be planning for what comes next, just to really appreciate what you have. And when I look at my boys that are 12 and 14, they're growing so fast, and I just adore every second that I have with them, because they're becoming more independent and don't need me as much. And I'm just so grateful for all of those special moments that we have together.
Mm-hmm. And how are they adapting to everything that's going on?
They are amazingly sensitive, warm, they care about others. I think that having an illness has given them, in the family, has given them a sense of empathy for other people, and so I think that they're very giving, they're very sensitive, and especially with young teenage boys, I think it's a quality that stands out as being something pretty special, because it's yeah, it's pretty neat to see the warmth that they have as young teenagers. As much as they're gaining their independence, they still really value personal connections and spending time as family.
Mm-hmm. And I think Julie is being humble here because, as I said, when I met her, she was like doing all the stuff and doing everything for everybody. And one of the things that she was doing at the time is, I remember, I think it was the first Christmas I met you, one of the traditions that they had is that she would take her kids to the soup kitchen so that they could serve the soup to the homeless man. And so that was a Christmas tradition. So I don't think it's just the disease that actually played the part. I think it's also the way that you've raised them.
Thank you.
Well, that was our Julie for today. So I hope you live and learn from that. She is, as I said, a wonderful, wonderful woman. As you can see, she's pretty authentic. So thank you very much, Julie. Oh, thank you. There you go. Bye.